All right, y'all. Before I get into the video giving y'all my QB picks of the week, I just want to let all my subscribers know and people who watching this video, man. Sports Brotherhood would like to play you, man. If you would like to play Sports Brotherhood, email your Draftkings gamer tag at sportsbrotherhood@gmail.com or comment below on any of my videos. Now I'm about to hit y'all with like 10 straight videos. I'm not playing. 10 straight videos getting you ready for Sunday, man. So if you would like to play Sports Brotherhood, man, I want to play my fans. I'm gonna start off the first couple contests free, but I feel like as the season continue and we get a nice group of people, I feel like we can kind of all collaborate on a prize. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might just do giveaways like a Sports Brotherhood t-shirt or hat, or I might feature you on the channel. You never know. But yeah, like I say, if you want to play Sports Brotherhood this Sunday, email me your gamer tag. It's invite only 10 spots, and it's invite only. It's a private one. I didn't want to do no live one because I didn't want a whole bunch of bots, or I ain't want a whole bunch of randoms hopping in our tournament, man. So like I say, if you want to play Sports Brotherhood this Sunday, please, y'all, email me your gamer tag at sportsbrotherhood@gmail.com or comment below your gamer tag and I'm going to invite you. Do it soon, y'all. Only 10 spots. Peace. What's good, YouTube? It's Sports Brotherhood, man. And today we're going to get y'all ready for DFS, man. We got the first game going off tonight, Bengals versus Texans. But I want to get y'all ready for Sunday, man. I got 10 straight videos. I know I said on the last one, but I just want to let y'all know, if you really want to get ready for Sunday, I need y'all to subscribe, turn on the notifications. I'm bringing you 10 videos today, all related to DFS, getting you ready. No need to hit them weak ass articles. That's not gonna really help you out. If you want to get your lineups right and you want some good info, subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe to Sports Brotherhood. We're bringing you heat all day. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now, if you been following my DFS videos, then you know how we do it, man. Every time we giving you picks, we're gonna give you the 3 top, then we're gonna give you 2 value to save some money. So let's get into this, man. Starting off with quarterback, we gotta go my big man Brady. Now, I know everybody gonna be like, oh, he had a bad game against the Chiefs and all that. Well, come on now, it's Brady, y'all. Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. We know what he's capable of. As you see, even though he had a bad game, I think it was less him. He is getting older, but I feel like that bad game was less Brady and more just his team not being in sync. They got a couple injuries and they a different team from last year. So don't get discouraged from Brady, man. When it comes to a star quarterback, don't really start fading a star quarterback until you really have a reason to fade him. Right now, Brady has not gave us no real reason to fade him, so I gotta go with him. But to get into it, it's simple, man. He going against the Saints pass defense. I made some money last week off the Saints pass defense, and I shouldn't really have to explain to you. If you know DFS, if you follow football, you know no matter who the fuck, I don't care if Forrest Gump was playing quarterback against the Saints. You play him, man. That's just simple. Ain't nothing really after that. Saints has had a historically horrible pass defense the last 5-6 years, and come on now, you got to make money off that. Don't try to fade and be different, man. If the points is there, the points is there. And with Tom Brady against New Orleans, if Sam Bradford can look like Peyton Manning, I know Tom Brady can give us at least 30 to 40 points potentially against this Saints defense, man. And he got something to prove, y'all. Y'all know how Tom Brady is. He like a Kobe. He one of them athletes that after a bad performance, that next game you better watch out because they coming in like a train. You know what I'm saying? A train, fully loaded train. He coming through mad. Week 2, he took that loss to Chiefs. A lot of people talking, saying he getting old. So that's another advantage for Brady. You got to use that. When it's a good player and they coming off a bad game, they have a lot of motivation to perform good the next game. So with everything considered, man, I like Brady with something to prove against the Saints. And then this game has a high scoring total. Is the way Vegas talking, it's a 56-point total. So it's looking like a shootout. We know both pass defense is not the best. So The shootout is very, very possible. I don't see it being a lot of defensive stops in this game. I kind of see it as really a quarterback duel between Brady and Breeze, and that just give us more reason to tag Brady in that lineup and spin that bread, man. Next on the list, we're going to roll with, y'all already know, man, the boy, A-Rod, man. When it comes to A-Rod, man, like I said, he's one of the safest but greatest picks at the quarterback position week in and week out. We kind of know what he gonna give us, man. Now, he didn't have the best game against Seattle. He still gave you 20 points though, and we kind of know that when he's not playing a tough defense, he's a sure lock every week, man. This game is tied for the highest point total. So you just like the Brady situation, if you get a great quarterback and you get a high Vegas total, you gotta have exposure to him. That's just common sense, because when you get a great quarterback in a game that look like it might be a shootout, you know they're gonna be throwing a lot and a lot of red zone opportunities. So you gotta go with A-Rod with the high total. That's just common sense. Like I told y'all before though, he also had a decent game against a very, very tough and one of the best pass defenses in the league in Seattle. So we know that if he looking at least decent against Seattle, Atlanta really don't stand a chance, man. Like I don't really have confidence in Atlanta pass defense like that. They have some holes. The defense not totally bad, but it's A-Rod. He's on the road. The run game is not really together, and I see A-Rod flinging it a lot to Nelson, Cobb, and Adams. This is another shootout game, so it's more opportunities for both QBs, but I feel like mainly Aaron. And it's just a good matchup, man. When you get A-Rod in a high score, then you gotta take him, man. It's common sense. Let's move on to the next one, man. The next pick. This is my boy right here, though, man. We got Russell. Now, Russell is he might be a chalk this week for obvious reasons. He's going against San Francisco, and the last 2 years, San Francisco has been one of the bottom teams in the league. Y'all know the rule at Sports Brotherhood, man. We make money off the weak ones. Attack it, man. Don't be scared to attack these weak teams. Russell Wilson, we know he's coming off a bad game against Green Bay. So once again, we're going to use that motivating factor. He going to want it at home. He's not going to want to perform bad. He want to go come put out a show. Now, the offensive line is questioned, but I feel like San Francisco won't get that much pressure on him to make the offensive line of Seattle a problem. So I don't think you really got to worry about that. We know Seattle home crowd, that 12th man, we know they get crazy. So I feel like that's going to kind of rattle that 49ers defense. And then the running game is not really complete right now for Seattle. You know, they got Lacey, they got a couple young ones I like. Rumor is Ross coming back, but all in all, ever since Marshawn left, they kind of haven't really found a consistent run game, which I feel like helps Russell, because we know that if the run game going bad, Pete Carroll gonna put that thing in the air. So really get some exposure to Russell, man. Against a weak team, he give us rushing and the capability of passing. So we don't really, you never know. He could go off for 14 TDs, 2 rushing, 2 passing, man. So I would lock in Russell in at least a couple lineups, man. Now I'm gonna bring y'all some value. This one of my favorite picks, y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100. This is one of my favorite picks, and yeah, he's going against a supposedly tough ranked top 10 defense in the fantasy perspective, but I don't care, man. We got my boy Carson Palmer. Now, there's no secret that the Cardinals probably face one of the worst and biggest injuries in week 1 with the fantasy stud David Johnson going down. I think he might be out for the season. That's what they're saying. He's on the IR, I believe. So we probably won't see David Johnson around this whole season. So anybody who got him a season long, I feel sorry for you. Make a trade or let that boy hit waivers. Carson Palmer we got in the great matchup, I feel, versus the Colts, man. With David Johnson out, the backup running back will be a good option, but I feel like a lot of David Johnson usage will go to the pass game, because you never know. A lot of teams might load the box now, knowing that Cardinals do like to use their backups when the starter get hurt. So I feel like instead of most of his usage going to that backup running back, I feel like the coach Bruce Arians will swing some of that to the pass offense just because he don't want to put all that pressure on his unproven running back. And until they sign another free agent or until we see a big performance out the backup, I feel like Carson Palmer is a good pick just based off the added throws. We might see him hit 40 or 50 throws this year, multiple games, man. You got to take that. Another reason, Colts defense, as we seen last week, they let Jared Goff kind of go off. We didn't know he had that in his game. Now, it could be week one luck, or it could just be the Colts defense is really that trash. You know, they really in tank mode. No Andrew Luck, so the team kind of don't have all their confidence, man. You got to take advantage of that. I don't see the Colts being real competitive this year, and you just have to attack, man. When a team is in tank mode and they're not looking good on neither side of the ball, you have to attack, exploit that, and make money, because it's common sense. All the Sharks doing it. They gonna attack this. So I'm not saying you gotta have Carson Palmer crazy, but when you look at the matchup and just the numbers, man, and the situation he in, he gotta have a good game against them. And we know the Colts quarterback situation is crazy. Now, I doubt that I forgot the Tom S, whatever his name is, he was horrible. I doubt that he starts again. I feel like Colts will go with Jacoby Brissett, but either way, it's going to be a lot of punts coming from the Colts, man. They offense just have no rhythm, no sync without Andrew Luck. It's a completely different team. So, therefore, we should see Carson Palmer with the ball in his hands a lot, just off the fact that the Colts will not be able to stay on the field. And that will work wonders for Carson Palmer and that Arizona offense, man. And last but not least, another value pick for y'all. If y'all don't want to spend up this week, got to be my boy. You know what I'm saying? He had a decent showing last week, but it was against a tough defense. I feel like their schedule might make it tough for them to be competitive this year. Okay, let me find him, because I know he damn sure better not be under Tam Savage weak ass. So let's find him, man. I done went too low. But it's no, not Colt. Sorry, y'all. My phone tweaking right now, man. We trying to find this man. Where they got him ranked at? Or is he in a Monday game? All right, bro, this pissing me off. Who do they play this week? Let me find the game, man. Let me see if the game not in here, because I'm going to be pissed. Oh, there we go. Bam. Okay. What the hell going on? Where is he at? Oh, I'm tripping. My bad, fellas. He don't play for them no more. My bad, y'all. Okay, there we go. Oh, great value, man. Great value. We got the boy Brian Hoyer, man. This kid is a great value. At his price today, $4,500. That's a good value, and you can really do some things at other positions when you drafted him. Now, you would say, man, why would you take him versus Seattle? We know Seattle got a tough defense. You have to be alert for underdog points. I told y'all in some of my last videos, Blake Bortles made a lot of people money last year just off the fact that he was a beast in garbage time. We didn't expect him to go out and have a great game against some of his opponents, but that third quarter and fourth quarter garbage time, when they down 10, 15, 20 points, the game's out of reach, and they still just passing to keep up, I'm really taking notice to that and using that to my advantage every week. Now, Hoyer is an underdog in this game. He got the largest plus minus. They got them losing by at least 13. We know that they're going to be down a lot, so that means they're going to be passing to try to at least stay competitive or catch up, which will equal to a lot of garbage time points for him. I would recommend y'all a stack this week, Hoyer Garcon. That would be a nice cheap stack to help you make some other moves at other positions. That's really their only two offensive weapons besides Hyde. And I feel like in this game against Seattle, now the first half might not be the best, but I feel like that second half opportunity for them just launching the ball, he could at least give us a surprising 2 touchdowns and 200 yards. And that 4,500, you can't beat that, man. You can't beat that. And we know that Seattle just has an overall good defense, especially they front eight. And I don't see Carlos Hyde really being able to get off this game. He might have a couple decent runs, but overall, I feel like he gonna be bottled up most of the night. So we know if the running game not working, they gonna air it out, man. That's kind of a fact. And yeah, man, he just good value. So check him out, man. If you're looking for a cheap play at quarterback, you know, some people say never spend up at quarterback, never spend up at tight end. So if you're looking at a cheap quarterback, Brian Hoyer is definitely your guy, man. This Sports Brotherhood. Y'all comment, like,